Okay, this is a second part of the video. I went through I played Through the Woods just once in the last video. I'm sorry it got cut off. Oh, my error. I forgot to turn my alarm off. This one, yes. So I was going to talk about how there is a pickup. It's what you call a pickup. It's there's a guy, the purple guy at the top of the page, who says this piece begins on the third count. The third count is, because it's a 3/4 time. You're counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you start on the third beat. And in music it's called a pickup because it's a pickup beat, and then there's an upbeat and a downbeat. When a conductor is conducting an orchestra or a band, they usually have a certain hand motion depending on what the time signature is. The very common ones are 4. The most common one is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They do like that. And so in the case with the 4/4 time, the upbeat is a 4 because the conductor does this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is when the hand goes up to get ready to do the downbeat, which is 1. And when the conductor conducts something that is in 3 beats, it does 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that 3 is the upbeat. And there's a lot of songs that have upbeats. Actually, Beethoven's famous 5 Symphony, that's actually an upbeat too, because it just, I think. Actually, I never looked at the orchestral score. Okay, forget it. Through the Woods starts on 3, and there's another guy, the red guy, who says at the bottom of your page, only 2 counts to this measure because we began on the third. So the very last measure of this song and the first measure are both incomplete measures. They only have part of a measure in them. The last measure gets 2 beats. The first measure gets 1 beat. And together, that's 3 beats. And they add up to 3. And you're supposed to have 3 beats in a measure, so that makes it complete. So because the phrase, the song starts at beat 3, it actually, one phrase ends at beat 2. So the first line, I think I asked you to put a line on the very last measure of your first line, between the beats 2 and the 3, like that. So B, G, and put a line there, because it's not a bar line. It's just to show you that, that's where the phrase ends. It could actually be a slur line. You've seen the slur lines in some other music before. Yes, well, let me just play the first half. Follow your music while I'm playing this. I will not use the metronome this time. So the first line, the first melody, or the first phrase, starts here and ends here. Oh, sure. 1, 2, 3, 1. That's one phrase. So it ends on the B, G, and there is one more G in that same measure, but that G goes into the next phrase. And the next phrase is 1, 2, 3, 1. Two. So the second phrase start out similar to the first phrase. First phrase starts. So that's the beginning of your first phrase. And then the second phrase, which starts at the very last quarter note of line 1 and goes into the second line. The next one goes like this. So that's the beginning of your second phrase. It's sort of similar. It starts with this G, C, and then goes into eighth notes. So that's your second phrase. It's, when you have an upbeat, any song that starts not on beat one but on beat two or three or four, you want to feel the music kind of propping into, like, pushing into the next measure, next beat one. I will play this one more time. Metronome 66. 1, 2. Okay, so that is Through the Woods. The actual name, title, the more popular name for this song is called the Ash Grove. It's quite a well-known Welsh from Wales folk tune. Okay, the next one is Oh Susanna. Okay, Oh Susanna, I think we touched on it during the lesson a little bit. The main thing is to be able to switch back and forth, because your right hand plays this. Right hand is already playing that lower B, right? That's the middle C, so that's a B. Right hand's already playing in the left hand zone, and left hand has to play this too. So left hand is using B, C, D with the fingers 1, 2, and 3, and then the right hand also has to do. So there's a lot of overlap. And as we did during the lesson, it's really important that you switch back and forth. Left hand goes first, right hand comes in for a little bit, left hand plays for a while, and then right hand jumps in and then gets out of the way, and left hand finishes the song. So your right hand comes in sort of suddenly, so you need to know this very well. That's what your right hand plays twice. First time on the first line, second time on the second line. Okay, right hand, remember this pattern? Okay, so I'm going to play without the metronome because you probably will feel this song a little bit better if it's not too slow. When you're playing faster, the challenge is your left hand. I think those are that and right hand jumping in are probably the only thing that's hard about this song, because what the left hand does after that, they're all in quarter notes. You don't have to play them fast. In fact, you should not play them fast because, they have to be quarter notes. So not too hard. So the main part is switch and slowly. 2, 3, and the same thing starts over again with a slightly different ending. 2, 3. Let me see, what metronome did I write? I did not write a metronome marking for this particular song. It really depends on how well you can play the left hand. And keep on practicing until your pinky, the ring finger, and the middle finger, da da da, da da da, nice and smooth. And oh yes, of course. So when the right hand plays that, and left hand comes in, there's the same B, A, G. It's the same as the beginning. Beginning one has the eighth notes in it. But the second time at measure, right after you finish playing the right hand part, those are quarter notes, so you have to go G, A, B, as opposed to G, A, B. Those are the eighth notes. So make sure your left hand does not rush when it comes back. I will play Oh Susanna one more time. And, I really don't know what my tempo is. Maybe about 190 or 92, 96. 1, 2, oh yes, another thing. This is an upbeat. It starts at beat 4. The 2 eighth notes, 2 of them combined is equal to a quarter note. and those two notes are at beat 4. So if you see the very last measure of your song, you see that it's a dotted half note and no rest afterwards. It's only 3 beats, even though your song is a 4/4 time signature. It's supposed to have 4 quarter notes in every measure. There's only 3 here because the dotted half is equal to 3 quarter notes. It's because these first measure and then the last measure combined make a complete measure. So that is an upbeat, and both of those measures are incomplete. Okay, so I will start again from the beginning. 1, 2, 3. Switch, switch. 2, 3. Switch, switch. 2, 3, up. So that's your song. Yes, keep on practicing, and yeah, I do hope that you review the videos like once or twice, once every 2 days or 3 days. It will help you, if you start making like rhythm errors or note errors, you will be able to pick up before before the next lesson. So okay, bye.